Hi everybody, today I'm going to walk you through my dream Italy trip. This is a 7-day itinerary from May 23rd to May 30th for a group of 6 people with a $10,000 budget. We can include flights in this budget. When I planned this trip, I didn't just want to list places to go. I wanted to create something that actually feels like a real vacation, something that balances sightseeing with relaxation, and something that would be enjoyable for people of all different ages. So I chose 2 main regions, Tuscany and the Amalfi coast. These give us a mix of history, culture, food, and really beautiful scenery without trying to do too much in one week. So the overall plan, we'll fly into Rome, but we're only staying one night there so we can recover from our flight. After that, we'll head into Florence and Tuscany for a few days, and then travel south to Sorrento, which will be our base for exploring Pompeii and the Amalfi coast. I chose this route very intentionally. Italy has an amazing train system, so getting between these places is actually really fast and efficient. Also, each stop feels completely different. Florence is more historic and cultural, while Sorrento is more relaxed and coastal. So instead of the trip feeling repetitive, it keeps changing and staying interesting. On day 1, we'll land in Rome sometime in the morning. Instead of planning a packed schedule right away, I would take the Nardo Express train into the city, which is quick and easy, and then check into a hotel kind of near the train. From there, we'll keep the day simple, maybe walk around, grab some lunch, and explore a little bit of the city center. I think this is really important because after a long international flight, people are usually pretty tired and overwhelmed. So instead of rushing into sightseeing, this gives us everyone time to adjust. We'll end the day with a nice dinner and go to bed early so we're ready for the next day. On day 2, we'll take a high-speed train from Rome to Florence, which is only about an hour and a half. This is one of the reasons I picked Florence. It's really easy to get to, and once you're there, you can walk around almost everywhere. When we arrive, we'll check into our hotel and then start exploring. Florence is one of those cities where you don't even need a strict plan. You can just walk around and find something to do and constantly see something beautiful. That night, we'll go out for a traditional Tuscan dinner, which is known for simple but really high quality food like pasta, fresh bread, and local meats. Day 3 is like our full day in Florence, and this is where we'll really get into the cultural side of the trip. We'll start by visiting the Accademia Gallery to see Michelangelo's David. Even if you're not super into art, it's one of those things that really just is impressive in person. Then we'll climb in the Duomo, which gives you an amazing view of the entire city. It's a bit of a workout, but I think it would be definitely worth it to see just once. For lunch, I chose a really popular sandwich shop. It's casual, affordable, and honestly kind of perfect for a group like ours because it's quick and everyone can find something they like. After that, I leave time opening for shopping, exploring, or just kind of relaxing. I didn't want every hour scheduled because I think a part of traveling is just kind of going with the flow and see what comes up naturally. On day 4, we'll leave Florence and head south towards Naples and using the high-speed train again. Then from Naples, we'll take a local train to Sorrento. This part of the trip is where everything starts to feel different. We go from a busy, historic city to a coastal town with ocean views and a much more relaxed atmosphere. Once we arrive, we can check into our hotel, maybe walk around a little bit, and then have some dinner somewhere. It's kind of more what I consider a transitional day, but it's really important. It gives us a chance to reset before the next part of the trip. Sorrento, what I've learned, is known for its views, its lemons, and its slower pace of life. Compared to Florence, it feels much more relaxed, which is exactly what I want in this trip. Instead of rushing from place to place, I can take my time and enjoy the scenery and really just feel like we're on vacation. We'll spend time walking around the town, looking at the coastline, and having dinners by the waters. This trip is important because it balances out all the sightseeing we did earlier. I think one of the most meaningful days on the trip would be visiting Pompeii. Pompeii was an ancient Roman city that was preserved by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. When you walk through it, you see what life looked like 1,000 years ago. We'll take a train for Sorrento. We'll spend a few hours exploring. Maybe, if they have them available, use a guide so we actually understand what we're looking at instead of just trying to figure it out on our own. I really wouldn't want to see everything because that could get really overwhelming knowing that there's so much to see. Instead of just focusing on the main areas, just to learn as much as I can about them. Next, it would be the Amalfi Coast Day. This would be the highlight of the trip. We would take a ferry from Sorrento to visit Positano and Amalfi. I chose the ferry instead of driving because, one, it's on the water and the views are way better on the water. Castellato is known for its colorful buildings on the cliffs, and Amalfi has a beautiful town center and cathedral. This day is meant to be relaxed, walking around, taking pictures, maybe grabbing lunch near the water, or just really enjoying the scenery. It's one of those places that feels unreal in person, and it's something I think everyone would remember long after the trip is over. For our last full day, I wanted something that feels fun and interactive instead of just more sightseeing. So I would plan a cooking class or a farm experience where we would learn how to make pasta or try local food. This is a great way to end the trip because it's hands-on and something anyone can enjoy. It gives us a chance to connect with the culture in a kind of a different way than just walking around and taking pictures, but actually participating in it. So the total budget for this trip is $10,000, including flights. About $3,000 to $3,500 would go towards hotels, $1,200 to $1,500 for transportation. I also counted some of the hotel budget into the flights as long as transportation. $1,500 to $2,000 for activities, and about $2,500 to $3,000 for food. I plan to keep this realistic, but still allow for a really good experience, not just the cheapest options. If I'm going on a trip to Italy, I'm going to go big or go home. I think this trip works well because it's balanced and realistic. We're not trying to see all of Italy in 1 week, which would be extremely overwhelming. Instead, we're focusing on 2 regions and then really experiencing those 2 regions. There's a mix of structured activities and free time, and it includes something for everyone: history, food, scenery, and relaxation. And also, it kind of just flows well from one place to the next, which makes the whole situation smoother and hopefully less stressful. So overall, the trip gives you a little bit of everything: art, history, food, and some of the most beautiful views in the world. It's realistic, it stays within budget, and it's designed to actually be enjoyable, not stressful. If I had the chance to take this trip, I honestly think it would be once in a lifetime experience. So the real question I kind of want to ask people, especially my friends, is would you come on this trip with me? Do you like my plans I have? Would this be something you'd be interested in seeing? Thank you.